is that we're so different, but not in a way.
Is there hope in your music?
I believe so. I believe so. I think it's it's a commentary, but the way I say it, the way I carefully choose the words, I believe, even though we're describing a world that's horrific, there is hope, and with a sense of the maybe melody in it, the melancholy has a sense of hope in it as well. I'm optimistic, so.
Yeah, is there something that you've wrote due to an event? Maybe you mentioned already the final exit, but how do you see now the world, or America maybe? Do you see there's a certain change that could be seen as positive? Or?
Definitely. Even though my riffs are very, aggressive, mechanical, definitely. It's done with passion, and it's done with love, and it's done, with my heart. So, it's real.
Yeah. You recently came back together as a duo, but also with the other people of the band. When you were inactive for a certain period, became Fear Factory more important than you thought it would be in this period? You realized that it was really important to express these things in music that you missed?
I think we realized it was more important that we needed to get back together and to create what Fear Factory was from the beginning. I wasn't in the group for 6+ years, and listening to the records, I felt that there was something missing. That when I was in the band, you know what I mean, some of the passion was missing in the guitar playing, And so for me, coming back to the band and being able to bring that back to what Fear Factory was, feels great. For me,
Fear Factory allows an outlet for a certain voice that I have, and for certain topics, a certain voice, a certain passion that I could not otherwise express myself. And for me, I felt it was necessary. I mean, there was a downtime, but to me it wasn't over. It was just a time of reorganization, and I really needed that expression to be fulfilled, really.
You could say it always has been there, also when it was inactive, maybe on the surface, but it always lived along.
It wasn't dead. It was just kind of sleeping, in a sense. It was just a sleeping giant that had to be basically awoken and just return to its natural state.
But I think it was a good thing that we were apart for a few years, being able to, explore other avenues of music, learn my craft a little bit better, playing with other musicians,
True.
And just learn other styles, and then being able to bring what I've learned there into this, I believe, open it up even more.
What styles, what ways did you experiment?
I just was able to experiment more technical guitar playing, playing with, my other band, Divine Heresy, playing with a drummer like Tim Young, the guy's super fast and just a very technical drummer, and I was able to get tighter as a player, and, playing with my bass player, Joe Payne, he's a very talented guy, and just, learning a lot of stuff off of him. Because you never stop learning on the guitar, and so, I was able to learn stuff from those guys and then just come back over here to bring it into Fear Factory.
Do you step sometimes totally away from the genre, maybe to acoustic stuff, or
not really? No. I'm still just a metalhead through and through.
The time away, I was able to explore different genres, and with my other project, Ascension of the Watchers, it was more of a intimate, textured sounds, some acoustic, all melodic, very artsy, I guess. It allowed me to express myself that, was not to me, doesn't really fit into the Fear Factory expression, and that allowed me to explore different ideas and grow in a different way, and learn that I can have different things going on.
See, one of the cool things about Fear Factory is that we're so different as far as musically of what when we branched out and did our other stuff, it was so different, and that's kind of shows more of who we are in a way. Mm-hmm. But it's cool that we could bring those and come together and make it work, and that's what I think makes Fear Factory unique, is that we're so different, but not in a way.
Can you maybe